Hey, what's going on, working class hustlers of America and all across the globe? It's your main man, Horace, also known as La Machine. This is what to sell on Amazon Live, and what we're going to do is what we always do, try to bring value to you, showing you guys how you can make money. Let me say this right off the bat, guys, it's too easy, okay? There's no reason that you cannot do this. And we're here to show it to you right now. We're live, so that means you need to be live with us, participate. If you took the time to come out here, make it worth your while. I have, as always, my lovely sidekick. We call her the lovely Miss Karen. She gave of her time for you as well. And together, we're going to get there. But remember, guys, I really want to hammer this home tonight. All right, I really want to hammer this home. This stuff is not hard. You got to do the work, but there's nothing difficult about it. All right. So we're here to encourage you. We're here to motivate you. We're here to inspire you. If you join us, please leave a comment. We love those. We want to acknowledge you. If you have questions, we want those questions. So with all that out of the way, around here we tend to focus. I got two types of working class hustlers that I like when it comes to selling on Amazon. I like the newbies, the ones that are fresh, but I also like the ones that know about this. They've been sort of messing around here and there. They're in some, they're out some, and they just couldn't get it quite right.
Yeah.
Some of y'all don't know about curls. I used to wear a curl. You understand what I'm saying? I used to have hair, but where I'm from, black people used to wear a curl, but there was always that brother. His curl just wasn't quite right. You know what I'm saying? See, my curl didn't never starve. You dig? I'm gonna have to show y'all some pictures. I had butters down the hill.
Oh,
Y'all don't know nothing
whoa.
about that.
We're not ready. We're not ready.
So, sticking to that theme, we tend to focus on a lot of newbies. Karen, what is probably the most common question we get when it comes to newbies selling on Amazon? What do they often ask us?
What should I sell?
Exactly. And that could be they're asking what products, they're a lot of times they're asking what category. Well, check this out. As always, we're going to be showing how we find products using my favorite software in the world, which is Tactical Arbitrage. And I got a question for you, Karen,
Yeah.
because I chose a category. I always choose a category.
Hmm.
I chose the category of pets. So my question to you is, do Americans like pets? Do they spend money on pets? Because I don't know. I was just picking a random category.
Americans
I don't know what they
love
think
their
about pets.
pets. They love their pets.
Woo! Woo! All
Pets are
right, that's
family
it.
members
Woo! All
here.
right.
Very popular.
Did y'all
Spend
hear
a
what she
lot
said?
of money on
She
pets.
said they love.
Love. Not
I think
like,
she want to
love.
say they might love pets more than people.
Some do. Some do.
You,
Some do. And you want to help
shoot,
them
they might
out,
buy that
right?
pet something before they buy you something.
We want to help them out, right? We want to be there for them, right?
Absolutely. We love our pets. And so what we want to do, guys, is capitalize on that. If we know that Americans love their pets and then a lot of them will buy for that pet before they buy for you, let's give them something to buy. You see?
Hmm.
You see how this all works? So watch what happens. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you my screen so that we can work together. Watch what we're going to do. We're going to go, if I can get it to I'll show you guys the software tip arbitrage. Now, if things seem to be jerking around kind of weird, my internet is acting a little funny today. So just kind of bear with me if you need to. Sorry about that in advance. But what you're looking at right now is the dashboard. Now, guys, if you want to learn about the software, We got plenty of videos about that. So we're just going to get right to work. Now, watch what happens. I just want you to follow along. And again, don't get confused. There's a lot of buttons and all that. Don't worry about it. What I'm going to do, I'm going to come into my search manager because this is exactly what you're going to do. If you're using the software and you've had, oh my God, did you look in the comments?
Nope. I
Oh,
haven't
there's
looked at the
Sheila.
comments yet.
What's going on,
Is
Sheila
Sheila
Gay? Wayne is out here. Yeah, e pluribus unum. This guy, he's an angel.
there? Hey,
He's an absolute angel. Thank you, thank you, thank you so
oh
much.
gosh, E, really?
Oh my God, I I'm we we're floored. Your donation is amazing. Thank you so
Amazing.
much for that. I I'm floored. And now I'm even more motivated to add more value. So let's get to it, guys. When we
Let's
come
get to
into
it.
the search manager, what you're going to see, we have a search going. Now, this is called the reverse search. If you don't know what that is, we got plenty of videos on that. But basically, that's what we told the software. We wanted to look in the pet category and we wanted it to search. We wanted the software to check all websites. There's almost 1,000 of them. Okay. But looking for product so far, there have been 53 products added. I don't know if we're going to find anything good. We'll come over to completed searches because I also had a product search going. I had a product search going for pets. Let me see if this is the one. It would have to be because today is the 30th. And that one added 215 products. So we'll start there. Let's see what happens. What you want to do is we're looking for 215 products. Remember that. We're going to come over the results. We're going to view that data. We're going to let it load. And we're looking for, see that 215 over 8,000. So we know we're in the right place. Okay. Let me get my mug out of here so we can see a little bit better. All right. Now, this was a product search, which meant we picked a store. All right. We picked the store Target. So you'll notice in the source column, it's all Target. Now, remember, guys, there's a system to this. Okay. We don't just go to the software. We go to the software understanding the system. So the first thing we got to do, we got to pick a software to do the heavy lifting. We did that, right? That's tactical arbitrage. Now, when we start looking, we got to make sure that there's money to be made, right? We got to decide whether we're going to go merchant fulfilled or fulfilled by Amazon. We got to determine if you can sell the product. You need to be approved. Depends on what it is. We need to check if there's any restrictions. It may be hazmat. There may be IP complaints. And then we need to do further analysis. So we need to look at the product rank. We need to look at the star rating. We want to look at how many other sellers are on there. We want to see if Amazon might be on there. We want to look at all of your sellers. How many FBA? How many merchant fulfill? Okay. Is the buy box suppressed? And if you have the right tools, you want to try to see how much stock your competition has. And then we want to review any graphs, charts, any tools that are going to give you the best estimation. You're never going to know for sure, guys. And we're going to talk about that a little bit later when I get mad and I start the way I do. But I'm going to save that. So then you're going to decide how many to purchase. You're going to wash, you're going to rinse, and then you're going to repeat. Okay, so now we're going to get into the work here. If anybody's joining, please leave a comment. And remember, this is your show as well. So if you have anything that you want to talk about, I'm going to allow you guys the freedom to actually redirect this show if there's anything you want to talk about or you want to know specifically. Now, remember, when you're looking in tactical arbitrage, you can move your columns around however you want. So you'll notice I have the images side by side so that I can see if we have a match. In other words, this column has the image as it's seen on target. This column has the item as it's seen, the image that's on Amazon. If you don't see a match there, like these two don't even match, you can keep on moving. Sometimes the software is going to bring back results that don't match. Now, something like cat litter, I probably wouldn't want to get into because those tend to be on the heavier side. I'm not saying that you can't make money with it, but I'm not going to look at that today. Let's see. And while I'm looking at this, Karen, do you do anything in pet supplies? Have you had success there?
A little bit, occasionally. It's not my go-to, but I've occasionally found a product that looked very profitable or was very profitable, and so then I will venture there.
Okay.
I probably should consider it.
Now I'm just
more
kind of going through
often.
because we don't have a lot of pages.
Yeah. I probably should consider it
Okay.
more often than I actually do. I'm not really, truthfully, a
Same
pet
here.
person, and so I don't have, if I'm honest, I don't have the level of confidence with pet products that I might have otherwise, just because I'm not able to add my own sort of knowledge to what the data is telling me, because I don't have a pet.
So what I'm doing right now, I'm looking at the product on the site. And again, like I said, my internet is a little slow right now. And I don't want to risk trying to switch my connection because then I might drop everything. But what we want to do, what I like to do first and foremost is make sure we have the right product. Okay. And see right here, I'm already kind of wondering about this because let's see. I'm already wondering about this because I think this might be a multi-pack. I want to reload that. See that? See that 6 right there?
Ah,
That might be a multi-pack.
6 6-ounce pouches.
Yeah, and so that's the reason why you can see that's not going to work. Those are the things that you got to do, guys. This is the work that you put in with this. This will probably be a multi-pack as well. We're just going to take a look. Yep, it is. And you just keep right on moving with that. You know, when it comes to products like this, I won't get into them too often because it's just like a 5-pound bag. I wouldn't deal with it. Again, I'm not saying that there's any money, but you can already see your gross profit right here, $3.41. That's going to be tough. So yeah, that might not
You know,
work.
where I have had success with in the pets area is with snacks. Just like the party mix, that Friskies party mix, those tend to be pretty lightweight, the snacks. Snacks for dogs, snacks for
For
cats.
dogs,
Those
or
are,
maybe even treats. Huh?
yeah, treats. That's what I mean, treats. We have snacks,
Okay.
they have treats, right? I sold some fish food that was, oh, so like crazy. That was awesome. It was fish, some kind of fish pellets. It was great.
All right. So let's take a look. I don't know if we got a match here, but this is the way it plays out, guys. And again, look at Your software is telling you that this particular product right here is in the top 1%. It's telling you the sales rank should be somewhere around 2,500. Average over the last 90 days should be somewhere around 1,200, which is even better. Estimated monthly sales, and again, guys, this is just an estimate, 43. You should pay somewhere around $9. It's supposed to be selling somewhere around $22. Average is a little low on that, so we're going to look at it. We're going to look at some software. We're going to look at some charts to try and make the best decision. Gross profit, $3.05. Guys, that doesn't sound like a lot, but look at what you're putting out to get that back. And you're talking about right off the cuff, like 31%. That's probably going to go down a bit. But even if it went down 10 points, you're still walking on 20%. These are the kind of numbers, you got to understand, guys. I got a video coming out soon. I'm doing 20,000 a month in sales. You can do it with these types of products. And you have to understand, when it's all said and done, if you're getting returns like this, and then after you take out your expenses, you can do pretty good. Okay. Now another thing about the software, I'm going to check my restrictions. Maybe I can sell it. Maybe I can't. It says that I can. Okay. Now, before you go any further, you got to make sure you got a match. If you're new, Karen, you better tell them. We all make the mistake eventually where you didn't get it quite right. You thought it was one thing, it was something else. You thought it was a single, it was a multi-pack or whatever. So you learn with your mistakes, but try to avoid them, right?
Absolutely.
So again, we're looking at the image. It's a 4-in-1 shampoo from Wall. That's it. It looks like. Now they're saying $8.99 for a 24 ouncer. And what you'll notice, there's a suppressed buy box. My software is loading on top in the wrong spot. I don't know. There's a glitch in there somewhere. But there's a suppressed buy box, even though you do have some people selling FBA. Amazon probably doesn't like the price. But if you look, and again, I'm looking because I do FBA and I do a lot of merchant fulfilled. I'm going to look at your merchant fulfilled as well. Okay. But if all you really cared about was FBA, all you would do is just click the Prime and look. You only have 3 people selling FBA. This guy has 10 units. This guy has 3. This guy has 1. And we know these are accurate because these are in the warehouse at Amazon. This is not just some seller putting in an arbitrary number, right? Now, if that looks good, I'm going to take a quick glance at the Keeper chart. And what you notice here is all of this tan area is when Amazon has it in stock. And you'll see sometime in April, they started getting sketchy, right? They went out of stock, they came back. Went out of stock, came back. And you keep seeing these ins and outs. And every time they go out of stock, it goes up to around $24. When they have it, it's $9. Look at from this month, from the 13th to the 27th, just a few days ago, they didn't have any stock. Then they came back in and look at going again. This is a setup, guys. This is showing you if you took a chance, because you wouldn't want to sell this if Amazon is straight across all the time because they just got too much stock. But again, remember, what did we say at the beginning of this show? What did Karen say? Americans love their pets. They want to keep them clean. Half these Americans don't take a bath, but they'll wash that pet. That's just something that we look at. Now we want to make sure we can make money, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that ASIN and I'm gonna come over to my software. Give me 1 second because
Now we all know
gotta
that
log into it.
I am a big FBA person. I do merchant fulfilled too, but I will tell you, looking at the Keepa graph, we'll see if this will make money, and I think it must based on the sellers. But I would be inclined, based on the Keepa graph, to uh, do merchant fulfilled for this one, because when Amazon has stock, they have it, it seems, or they've had it for, a long period of time. I don't know that I want my merch sitting in the warehouse gathering fees for
Yes,
6 months, 8 months, waiting for them to go out of stock. I might be more inclined to
Ex-
purchase it as a
excellent.
merchant fulfilled item.
Excellent. Love it. Love it. I'm glad you brought that up
Yeah.
because that's something you gotta think about. If you're gonna go FBA and you look at a chart like that, that's telling you you might sit on it for a bit. You sit on it, you're paying fees for that, right? So now we got videos that talk about how those fees stack up. You ought to watch that video. I was selling the backpack. But anyway, you remember that backpack?
Yes. How can I forget? Never forget it. Never
All
forget.
right. So
Go
go ahead.
ahead. When you're
No, I'm
finished,
just
E
gonna
has a
put the numbers
question. I
in.
was going to talk about that, but go ahead and
All
let's
right,
take a look
let's
at
run the
this.
numbers on. Yeah, let's run the numbers before I get off track again, which you really shouldn't have to worry about because I don't really talk that much. But all right, let's get back over here. All right, so here's the software that I use to figure out my numbers. It's the Scout feature in a software called Inventory Lab. Both Karen and I use this software all the time. Now there's other ways, there's other softwares, there's free software that you can use. Amazon provides through the phone app and all of that. You can figure this out, but I just like this software. Now, let's see if I can find that. Remember, I'm going to throw in 8.99. I will have to factor in tax for myself. I don't know what your tax situation is. We're looking at FBA. If you look in this software, it may not be up to date. It updates whenever it pulls. Uh, if we're looking at FBA right now, we're going to say about 2291. That's right in the ballpark, but I'll go ahead and change that. Okay, so here's what you got to think about. Right off the cuff, you might be looking at about $4.76 profit. About you could round up to 53% return on investment, but you will have to factor in your tax if you have it in your state. You need to buy enough from Target that you can get free shipping. Now, it doesn't take much, maybe only 30, $35. But if you were going to source at Target, you probably wouldn't stop with just one product anyway. Okay, you'd probably get, you know, you'd probably source across a few different ASINs. Oh, I got a question. Uh, Karen, did you notice they got this new feature with the compare small and light fees? Did you notice that?
I saw that that is now available. I have not utilized it.
Okay. I mean, it wouldn't apply to this anyway because small and light is like under $15 if I want to,
Under
if I'm
12.
if I'm correct.
Under
Is it
12.
under 12? Okay.
It's under 12. 12 and under.
Hmm. Yeah, so this wouldn't apply. Um, but yeah, everything I'm looking at so far seems like it's okay. But like Karen said, if you send it in, you may sit on it a bit. So what you want to do is whatever software you're using, toggle over to the merchant fulfilled, and you know it's gonna have to ship at around 2 pounds. Okay, if it's 24 ounces, right? 16 ounces is a pound.
So at least
So
$8, $9,
at
$10.
least uh on the lower side, we would say 8. Now, mind you, here we go again. We go back to the listing, right? And we want to see what are the merchant fulfilled selling at, because he's selling it at 23.55. uh
Looks like it's
you
pretty
might,
tight. They're keeping it pretty
yeah,
tight.
yeah, yeah, this one would be a little on the tighter side. So you'd have to make a decision on that. Another thing I want to tell you guys before we take a question, a lot of this, you know, the way I source might be a little different because I have a lot of experience. So the way I look at things can be a little different. You know, I'm in a position where I have the experience to lean on. Uh, there's experience, and then there's whether or not you have the ability to possibly sit on a product. If there's no expiration date, that one probably does have an expiration date, although it would be farther out than a lot of the products that I deal with. But there's just a lot of factors to consider, guys. You just gotta get in there, do the work. You're in the right category. You're not gonna stop at that one product. We're just giving you an example of uh, of how you go through the process, and we're going to look at some more. But what? Who was it? Was it E pluribus unum with a question?
Yes. And Go Pappy Go is asking you to highlight.
Oh, I highlight my mouse. That's my producer. He's always on me about making the best show possible, uh, and I know I drive him nuts. But E pluribus unum has a question. Have you seen any changes in the way people have been buying during the current inflation recession, as opposed to before? Online buying was crazy insane during the pandemic shutdowns. Very, very true. We all, Karen and I, and apparently you too, were around during the pandemic. It was nuts. People were just buying and buying. Um, I don't know. I focus primarily on grocery. And guys, you've heard me say it a million times. Groceries, food, that's non negotiable. You can't say, oh, well, it's an inflation. I'm not going to eat. You know what I'm saying? Now, you might say it's an inflation. I'm not buying that Hermes Birkin bag. That's negotiable. So, honestly, I tend to do quite well in recessions myself. My sales have been pretty good. Karen, what can you say in regards to the current financial situation?
Yeah, I have to say that I really haven't noticed a uh, drop off that I could attribute to the economy at all. No, I can't. I've noticed some drop off that I would attribute to me not being as focused as I usually am, as it turns out, due to some other things going on in my life. But no, things have been pretty good. It's been pretty good. Different
Okay.
products though, but I don't know if that isn't a usual thing. That is, you have products that are great sellers for a period of time, and then all of a sudden they're not, and but then something else will pick up. So far, so good.
Okay. Well, E pluribus, what are you seeing your sales drop off now, and you're sort of attributing it to to the current economic situation, or what are you thinking?
Can I get a wrench? What's that?
He's probably I don't know. I don't know what that is.
And Derek's with us. So they might have a conversation
Hello.
going on that we're not aware of.
Oh,
Maybe
maybe
they're
they
having
do.
a conversation.
Okay, cool. Well, let's go back to the software and hold on a second. Uh, hold on a second. All right, back to the software. And if we happen to look at a product and you guys decide you want to do further research, let me know. We'll drop the ASIN and the links and all of that right into the chat if you want that. What is this? Some type of puzzle. Oh, it's an eating maze. Now, see, something like that right away in the software, you can see how many sellers are on a product. If you only see one or two, there's a good chance this might be a private label product. No, I don't see that. But while we're out here, I'm looking at a flat keeper chart. That is not what we want. Let's see. Matter of fact, it doesn't even have anything in the estimated monthly sales, so you can keep right on going when you see that. But now, guys, you can kind of see what I'm scanning at. I'm scanning at the estimated monthly sales. I'm scanning to make sure the images match. I'm scanning to see how many sellers are on the product. Let's see. I think, yeah, let's look at this one product and hold what you got, Derek. Um, if you want to go ahead and put that in the Derek is saying, if I give you an ASIN, can you give me your opinion? Yeah, we would love to do that. This is what I'm talking about, guys. So let's finish. We'll finish on this one item that we're looking at here, and then we'll see. Because if this item is decent, if then you would spend around, I don't know, 650 or so, and you should be able to get, it's saying 40%. I'm questioning that. Just my experience tells me that may not be the case. So the first thing I'm going to do, I see a suppressed buy box. For me, that's always a good thing. I don't like buy boxes because it gives the seller something to fight over. And when we fight with price. And it goes down. And I don't like that. So uh here we go, guys. Here we go. Same type of setup. See, here's what you're noticing. When it comes to pet products, Amazon likes selling those because that's a clear sign that that's a good category for sales, but it can be highly competitive, right? But take a look. They've been out since like the 17th. Let's look all year. Woohoo! I see Karen shaking her head. I see that wig going from side to side.
I'm not in it.
Oh, you
I'm
don't
not
like
in
it.
it.
See, scared money can't make money.
Yep, that's me. Scared money. Yep.
I never hit that. I
No, I might get in it real quick if I can call or if I can place an order online. Where are we getting this from? Target? Where are we
yes,
getting this from?
yeah, we getting it from Target. Matter of
Yeah,
fact,
yeah.
I'm about to
So
show it.
so I'm gonna place an order, pick it up, and you know merchant fulfill it right now, but I'm not going to reorder it.
But here's something we starting to notice, hustlers. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's so good when we come together and do this because we don't just talk about it. We're literally sourcing together right now. You guys are in class right now, okay? And what you're seeing is a trend here. Here's another type of bathing product from the same company, and this is what's going to happen. You're going to start to see trends. You're going to start to develop experience for yourself across certain brands. You're going to learn. You see what I'm saying? And you end up finding your little niche. Okay. So again, what do we want to do? We want to make sure no rinse, waterless shampoo, oatmeal formula, coconut lime, 7.1 ounce. Coconut 7.1 ounce. Yeah, that looks good. I like to keep a chart. I know you're taking a risk, but let's just look at it.
I mean, it
Here's
looks
what
like
we
it's good for as long until Amazon comes back, and then you're
until
holding. So don't go deep. I'll take
and
two.
you know, honestly, I don't think there's any merchant fulfilled, is it? Oh, yes, it is. Okay. Yeah, it is. All right, cool. So, and they're holding all right around, I don't know, $16, $17. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take well, wait a minute. I was supposed to make sure I'm approved to even sell this. Okay, good on that.
She, Sheila went with the horse Lee, so you know you're out of line, right? Go ahead. We got to get to Derek's. I want to check out this ASIN.
Oh, did he stick it in there? He showed
Yeah,
it.
it's here.
Okay. Oh, you already got it. Did you pull it up,
No,
or you waiting on me to pull it
I'm
up?
waiting on you.
Okay.
It's your
Okay.
show.
All right. All right. So let's get this done. All right. Our cost is $6.29. And I don't think this is looking good anyway. Yeah, we're gonna say right around. Even if we went eh, on FBA, you could do okay, but by the time you let me see how much what first class. I'm gonna say, but even if you could get it out there as little as $5, it needs to update. You know what? I might look at that. I might look at that. All right. So we'll come back to that. Let me see. That's the ASIN we're looking at, guys. So give me 1 second.
So for that particular product, if I were going to, I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I have a screen that you can't see that I'm looking at it on.
Yeah, I don't think we might not want to show this. If this is something that Derek might want to do, why don't we keep that?
Yeah, I'm not showing it, but I'm just looking at it myself, and I'm thinking it's telling me if I can get it for about $1.57, then it might be worthwhile. But that doesn't take into account small and light, and this looks like it might be small and light. If
Okay.
it's not hazmat, and I don't see it that it's hazmat, but
Did you try to Did you go through it as if you were going to list it to see?
Yeah, I was just doing the research. I was just looking at Scout. So,
Oh, okay.
sometimes, here's another crazy thing. Sometimes you scan an ASIN and everything seems to look good. And then when you go to list it, all of a sudden it flags as hazmat.
That's true. That's why a lot of times I would tell guys before you even buy it, go ahead and create the listing and go through as if you were going to prep and ship, because that's a lot of times when you get that surprise.
That's
You
when
know
the
what I mean?
surprise comes out. Yes.
I didn't
Because
see. Did Derek say? Did he say what he was going to pay for it for the product?
oh, cost of goods is $1. Yeah.
Oh, oh yeah, yeah. That would
Yeah.
be a good one, I
And
think.
if that's not hazmat, awesome. I mean, even if
Yeah,
it is hazmat, it's okay. I'm just saying, if it's hazmat, it doesn't qualify for small and light. But either way,
he's got a good bit of sellers on there. Some people run away from that. I don't. Um, Nobody's FBA, so it might be.
the rank
I don't
is
know.
good. The rank is
Rank is
great, so
good.
it must sell a
Keeper
lot.
chart
I
is
think it can
solid.
support a lot of sellers.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah, it's not bad. Were you thinking about Derek? Were you thinking about merchant fulfilling, or were you
Yeah, it's only 6 ounces. Yes.
okay?
Yes. Nice.
Mm-hmm. All right. You know what? Let
I
me
give
look
it
at
a
something real
test.
quick.
I mean, well, we didn't look at Keepa.
You did.
I didn't. I didn't look at Keepa.
I'm just gonna stick it because see, I know what happens with me. I will seem to get all kinds of orders from to California, but even to California, see at
Well, it's first class. It's only 6 ounces.
is oh my, like somewhere around. I'm waiting on my software. No, that ain't bad. $4.44 is what it would cost me from Zone One, which is the East Coast, all the
Yeah.
way to 6 or
Yeah,
7.
it's definitely going to cost $5 or less.
Yeah, and when you only paying $1, yeah, yeah, that's cool. Uh, did anybody else have any questions? We've got about 15 minutes because we're out here for an hour. So I want to spend some time. So I'm going to give you guys some time to think about any questions you have while I mention something that I want to talk about. Um, and this is going to go, this is really for those of you who've been doing Amazon a little bit, kind of half in, half out. Sometimes you go hard, sometimes you don't, and you're gearing up for another go at it. I think one of the reasons that people don't have success in business is because they don't they don't look at business like life. Okay, they think business exists in some sort of vacuum. It does not. Okay, there's life, and everybody seems to be able to accept that in life you have ebb and flow, right? Sometimes things are going good, sometimes not so good, sometimes halfway, and they accept that. And you know what they do? They deal with it. Well, it's going to be the same way in business. Business is just a reflection of life. Okay, there's still that ebb and flow. You know, you don't really have to make such a big deal out of it. You just got to stick with it. Okay, it'll get better. But I think one of the reasons that people are not successful in business, whether it's Amazon or anything else, the expectations are skewed. Okay, you're going to have business is not all about wins all the time. Business is about making more wins than losses, but you're going to take some L's. So you need to put the thought in your mind that you're no better than Tesla, for example. You ever seen their stock go down? Okay, so it happens. Like General Motors. Do you remember having to bail them out? Okay, so you think you're better than them? Listen, you have to have realistic expectations when it comes to business. That's what it's all about. It's about learning the proper behavior while you're in business. It's about learning how to think like a manager. Yes, we are all working class hustlers, but if you have a legitimate, viable business, you need to manage it. So you have to be thinking. You're going to have good times. You're going to have bad times. What you do in the good times is going to determine what you do in the bad times, right? Business is just like life. Life has seasons, right? There's spring, there's summer, there's fall, and then there's winter. What do we always say? What do you do? What do you do in the winter? Well, that depends. What did you do in the spring or summer? Because if you did the right things in the spring or summer, then in the winter, you're roasting chestnuts on an open fire. If you didn't do the right things in the spring and in the summer, you're freezing. Same weather. Preparedness is what it's all about. Okay? So, did anybody have any more questions? I guess Derek said he's going to go merchant fulfilled. I don't see any questions. Interrupt us at any time. I'm going to take us back to the software. One more again.
It'd be nice if we could find a real good one.
Yeah.
But you never know. You just have to get in there and search.
Okay. So, what is this? Rubber teething. As soon as I see something like that, let me see how many people on it. What? Is 8 people on this? Okay. Estimated monthly sales 13. Price $9. Average 20, 31%. Yeah. Let's take a look. Guys.
8 people are on an average sales 13 a month.
I see a suppressed buy box. Let me see. Hold on. My thing ain't working right. Gotta grab them before it loads. Let's see.
Or
what is
maybe
that?
the estimated sales is wrong because that's quite a few people there.
Yeah, sometimes it's not quite accurate. But from what I can see, looks like let's filter down to your prime. They're going around $25, huh? But then this guy's 20 and he's shipping. This guy's 20 and he's shipping. So yeah.
Now this is proof positive that people love
it's like,
pets.
first of all, because we got to make sure it's available.
Because look at that.
And you might have noticed, guys, if you took a quick what?
Who would pay $25 for a piece of rubber wishbone for a dog? Apparently people do, but
you know, you did mention you're not a pet person. and let me take a moment, because that brings me to another point that's so important. Now we're going to address the newbies. We just had me hooping and hollering at the more experienced guys that are kind of in and out. Now we're going to address the newbies. Rule number 1: stay out your feelings. It's not about what you would buy. Because
right.
this is
that's why I don't mess with it, because I can't.
You know, Because I sell groceries and I have new people saying, well, why would somebody pay $40 for 2 boxes of cereal? Okay, look, just because you wouldn't pay $40 for 2 boxes of cereal.
That's not our business. It's not our business. What people decide to do with their money, you're right. It's not our business.
God,
That's right.
sure that it's available. You want to make sure you can pick it up. Maybe you don't want to wait. Maybe you want to go right to Target if you have one nearby. Okay. Uh, we got to make sure this isn't a multi pack, right? Because sometimes that is the case. I mean, I don't know. I got this software. Oh, you know what? Just to be looking, I clicked on the ratings if it'll take me to it, just to see. Oh, nobody said anything, but it's got 5 out of 5, but it's only 2 ratings, so I'm kind of like, how long has this product been here? I don't know. So it's been around, uh, shoot, probably going on 3 years anyway.
Yeah. Says item weight
All
is
right, let's take.
11.2 ounces, so it's probably just one.
All right, so we're gonna pay like $8.99. Let's take it over and stick it in there, guys. I did not prepare for this. A lot of times, in order to save time and be able to go through more, a lot of times what I'll do. Uh, oh, I see what he meant. E pluribus unum wants to be a moderator. We would love to do that for you. You got it, bro. Uh, I think I need to do that. I have to do that on another side because I'm using StreamYard to do this. I don't know if I can make you a mod through StreamYard. I have to do that through YouTube. I think I will make that a priority though. Uh, Matter of fact, do me a favor. Hold on a second. Make sure e pluribus. Make sure you text me. Text me on my working class hustler phone. We need to get connected anyway. So get that, and we'll make sure we get you online. All right. I want to make sure I can find you though when I'm ready to put that mod on you. So anyway, let's see. What did we say we were going to pay? $8.99. I don't know about this. We went FBA. This ain't bad, guys. If you want to do some further research, does anybody want the ASIN on this? Actually, you know what?
It's right
I don't
there.
even think you got it because I can. You can either just type it out, or if you want me to drop it in the chat, then all you got to do is copy. Whatever, let me know. But uh, yeah, I don't even think. Let's see. I'll take a look here for a second. I want to look at something just to see how many people are out here. Yeah, guys, there's nobody out here really. If you came out here right now, you got us to yourselves because I only see like, I don't know, maybe 27 people, and at this point right now, I think there might be 5 people out here. You guys got us to yourselves, so take advantage.
Derek is asking you to go through the software again, real quick.
Let me see. Hold on. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that. But yeah, just to wrap up on this particular product, I don't think this is a bad product. Uh, Overall, what would you give it, Karen?
I do a test by. No, I wouldn't. Truthfully, no. I'm gonna pass on this one. Sorry. You go for it. You guys can have it all to yourselves. Good luck. Let me know how that works out.
Okay. All
I
right.
just
So
don't, I
here's
don't trust something. I don't trust something about it. I can't tell you what. I don't know.
all right. So let me give a quick rundown on the software. Okay. So number one, we're talking about the software Tactical Arbitrage. Okay. And what that does, I want to see if I'm just going to show you. What that does is it takes the heavy lifting out for you. In other words, I want you to think about something because we're talking online arbitrage primarily with this software. That's where you're buying online, getting the product sent to you, and then selling it, whether it's going to be FBA, FBM, whatever. You got to stop and think, how does that work? Well, you got to pick a store like Target. So you're going to go to www.target.com and you're going to start searching. Where? I don't know. You just got to start looking. Maybe you would, on their website, maybe you would check the sales, the clearance, because you're trying to find good deals. Okay. You might be using cash back or whatever the deal is, but you're going to have to go, you got to pick a product. Then you got to find that product on Amazon. And then you got to go through a whole process just to see if it's a candidate. Okay. That's a lot of work before we even figured out whether or not this is worth looking at. You could spend hours. I used to do it before Tactical Arbitrage. I would just go to Walmart, go right to I would filter right on their website, look at the through the clearance and find things. And I never knew where it was going to lead me, but it took a lot of time. And there was no way I could get to where I am now like that. You can go back to my videos where I was doing like, I don't know, $1,000 a month, 3,000, whatever. This software does so much of that for you. Okay. So I have a link in all my videos where you can get a 10-day free trial. Because if you go free trial here, you'll get 7 days. And also, before anybody uses this software, make sure whether you use my affiliate link or not, make sure you take the free lightning courses that we have right on this channel. That way, you can already be making money and not wasting time while you go through the free trial. But here's what you got to understand. If you look at the websites that this software will source for you, look at this. I'm still in the A's. Okay, it's in alphabetical order. Now I'm in the B's. And look at how far down I still have to go. Some of these, you'll end up sourcing from stores you never even heard of. Okay? I mean, I'll be honest. I tend to stick with the big box stores. I shouldn't. Uh, but yeah, it just goes on and on. And when you can have the software serve up results for you to go through, you still got to do the work. But see, remember what I'm trying to explain to you is without this software, first you have to gather the work in order to do the work. So you working to get ready to work? It don't make sense. I mean, if you can afford it, this software it's really worth it. Again, you got to make sure you're ready for that kind of commitment. But if you're serious about this, if you're serious about this game, you have to have the tools, right? If you're serious about being a carpenter, you've got to invest in the tools. And we can talk all day about how to do it, but if you're serious, there will be an investment in it. Okay. Now, here, let's come back. What you didn't, now again, we got a lot of videos that show you how to set up a search. But what you want to understand right off the bat is you can do product searches. A product search is where you tell the software, hey, search Target, search for this category. and I want rank between this and this. I want a profit of at least that. I want a return on investment of at least that. You can just set it up. It's so granular how far down you can go. Or you could even do what's called a reverse search. So this is a product search. You see everything is from Target, but you can actually do what's called a reverse search, and I'll show you what that looks like.
Derek,
In a reverse search, what?
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Horace. I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
Okay. In a reverse search, you're telling the software to look in a particular category. Say, for example, automotive. Okay. And then there's 834 websites selected. Think about the power in that. You got to give that a search like that. You're going to have to give it some time to run. But wow, there's so much you can do. And I mean, we got videos that talk about how to set this up automatically. So you don't even have to go out and do all of this stuff. Okay. You can have it automatically running. So you guys like automation, you like your AI and all this other stuff, fancy stuff. There it is right there. Let's look. You want to be, I think he's asking how to set up a shipment for FDA. We got videos on that. Guys, remember, if you need my number,
Give him a call, Derek.
text me, because the first step is to get connected.
Text. Sorry, text.
And then from there, we'll hop on a call if we need to, and I'll help you with that, no problem. What were you saying about dissimilar items? I'm not sure what he
yeah, that's what I was about to ask earlier.
Okay.
But in at the wrong time, but that's what I was wondering about. What was the dissimilar items?
All right, guys. Well, we've already gone over by a little bit, which is pretty common because we family. I'm sort of like a preacher. I tend to go over. But we'll be back again sooner or later.
What? Okay. Yes, we will. Yeah, we will.
All right, working class hustlers. That's gonna do it for tonight. And if there's any other questions you have, if you're watching the replay, maybe we didn't cover something, feel free to leave a comment right on YouTube. You've got my number. It's in the description. We throw it on the screen. There's happy 2020 time. Good to see you. If you need me, you got my number. We're here to help. But that's going to be it, guys. So, for the lovely Miss Karen, I am La Machine. This is what to sell on Amazon. Respecting your mind, your time, and most definitely your grind. Now, we just showed you how to get this paper. It's time to go get mine. Good night, everybody. Good night.
Gets me every time. Good night.